So now I'm gonna talk about how a mechanic overcharged me, how he was trying to coach me, uh, where when I was driving, someone cut me off and I had to really hit the brakes, and after I've done that, I would see fluid coming out of the brake line, so below the car. And so I had to bring it to a mechanic, right? The brakes wouldn't really be firm anymore. They're starting to get really soft and I wouldn't really have any traction anymore. So I bring my car to the mechanic, and it's a franchise too. So it's not like a family mechanic, but it's like one of those franchises. I don't know if I should mention this, might as well. It was OK Tire, so it was like a franchise in Canada. And I bring it there. I don't hear anything back for nearly a week. So damages, estimating what might be the problem or something, was nearly a week. I was pretty much stranded in my trailer while it was snowing, not being able to really get anything. So no supplies or anything. I was stuck in my trailer outside, so in the outskirts. So I was really dependent on that car, but I wouldn't hear anything back. And then I'm finally get a hold of someone, and he wouldn't send me just what it is by text message telling me okay, this needs to be changed and that's how much it is. He avoided to give me a response through text message. He avoided to give me a quote or what it would be over text message. I was supposed to call him, and then when I called him, he was saying oh, you know what, your brake line seems to be busted, and you need maybe you need also new calipers, and maybe you need this and that, and so total would be $2,200. So I know I don't need new calipers. I know they have been just replaced not that long ago. It's pretty much just a brake line. But then they tried to sell me on all the crap and wanted to do extra stuff on the car that was completely unnecessary. So then they said yeah, okay, maybe we should start with the brake line, and if we see something else needs to be changed on top of it, then maybe only then we're gonna add to it. But in the end, I got charged $1,200. Then I talked to another mechanic, more like a family mechanic, and he told me oh, that's a job that usually takes that only should cost $300 to $400. I got charged $1,200 with their attempts to even charge me $2,200 to $2,400. So I'm and the only reason I could also do that is because obviously I couldn't drive my car anywhere else. So I drove it to them, and with no brakes going, I can't really drive it anywhere else. It's not I could pick it up. So they had me in a lockhold, or stronghold, lockhold, headlock, I think that's what it's called. And yeah, I couldn't really do anything because the car was already on their side. The brakes wouldn't work, so I can't really drive it to anywhere else. So it's kind of you have to pay whatever they then have to, what they come up with, or you have to get a tow truck, which costs a lot of money to you, just to get it to another mechanic and whatnot. But that showed me they took advantage of that. I'm pretty sure they knew that I couldn't really do anything about it. And then I would try to upcharge me all that crap that I didn't need. It's not I have just $2,400 barely flying around for stuff I don't need. But I could say oh, for maintenance, just add another $1,000 on it or something. It's not that I have that spare cash for things that I don't need. I don't have money to waste in that sense, right? So yeah, but that's where I got overcharged, and it showed me like how that usually happens in cities. When I was in living closer to a town, small town, in the middle of nowhere, you have more like family mechanics, and they would be honest. They would be like they would rate you what's fair. They would give you a fair price. They would not try to overcharge you. They also have somewhat like a reputation for them that they try to upkeep. Obviously, they don't want to like go around being like dishonest mechanics and like overcharging people. They don't want to be known for something like that. But in cities, they kind of get away with that because they maybe have too many customers. But I saw in towns, you're getting charged what's fair, a fair price, a price that you happily pay, but not in cities or closer to cities, especially with franchises. So with franchises, if they like in a town, it could be still a little bit better, but usually it's better to have a local mechanic or kind of like a family mechanic, I guess, than going with like a big franchise. But yeah, that's something I did not like at all. But yeah, that's been my experience being overcharged by a mechanic. So, and yeah, I'm gonna see you in the next video.